Good morning, Shiko. Thank you very much for inviting me on this panel today. To the viewers back home, my name is David Etale. I'm an ex-Kenyan footballer and I'm a veteran soldier. I lost my leg in Afghanistan after a bomb blast accident. I've lived in the UK for over 10 years. What I love most about the UK on how they look or treat people with disabilities is totally different from how people in Kenya are treated. Here in the UK, there are so many laws that have been put in place just to help people with disabilities to be able to live a normal life. We have comprehensive civil rights, law that prohibits discrimination on the basis of disability in employment, state and local programs, public accommodation, commercial facilities and transportation. So you find everything that has been put in place is able to aid people with disabilities to live a comfortable life. In the transportation sector, we've got things that have been put in place that people who have disabilities who are traveling with buses, they've got their own spaces. You find the bus has its own disabled door, where you find if you have a wheelchair, it's very easy to access it. We have universal credit. Universal credit is income given to people with disabilities who are unable to work. We've got personal income independent payment. Personal independent payment is also an income that is given to people who can work, but at the same time, they can only work for a certain amount of time. We've got things like disability living allowance. We are also exempted from paying vehicle tax. We've got things like parking benefits. This is where you're issued a blue badge, and wherever you go with your vehicle, you have disabled parking bays. We've also got help to buy or lease a car from Motability Scheme. Motability Scheme is a scheme where if you have a disability, you can actually go to any car dealer and you get a vehicle of your choice, which is under Motability Scheme, and you lease the vehicle for 3 years. The other benefits we've got is, for example, right here, I've got 2 prosthetic legs. I've got this is my shower leg, and I've got this as my spare leg. This is the most advanced leg that I have, which is the Gilliam leg. And this leg, I can do so many activities with it. I've got an app on my phone where that shows if I want to do things in the gym, let's say like cycling, lifting weights, I've got the app on my phone to aid me or to change the mode on the leg. For example, if I want to do cycling, I can just click on the cycling mode and you'll just hear a beep, and that has changed to cycling mode. If I want to go back to walking normal, I can just click to basic mode and you will just hear a beep and it changes back to basic mode. In my own experience when I was in Kenya in 2017, so many people approached me with how they're really struggling. This is because they find they don't receive any help whatsoever. And this starts from things like wheelchairs, prosthetic legs, Zimmer frames to aid people to walk, and crutches. Some people are able to afford them and some people are not. That's totally different from here in the UK. Here in the UK, everyone is treated the same. The government looks into everything. And it's something that I would like to see the Kenyan government trying to implement just to try and help people with disabilities. Because disability is not a disease. It's not something that you can catch. And people who have disabilities, it's not their choice the way they are. As a society, what we can try and do is just try and treat people with disabilities the same as anyone else. These are people who also have talents. These are people who also contribute to the society, the community. Lastly but not least, I would like to give a shout out to DJ Euphoric, a very good friend of mine. Keep on doing whatever you're doing. Something very positive. You're inspiring so many people with disabilities in Kenya. I would also like to give a shout out to the Member of Parliament on the panel, Mr. Wanyonyi. And Mr. Wanyonyi, you've heard what I have to say. You've seen, we've shared views on how the UK have so many benefits on how they help people with disabilities. That is something that you can take to the Parliament. And if you have a discussion with it, I'm sure it can help so many people. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.